Ancient texts speak of sacred oils with power to calm the most tormented souls. 4 of these oils appear again and again in scripture, not as mere fragrances, but as divine medicine for anxiety and fear. Modern neuroscience is finally discovering why these specific oils worked miracles then and still do today. Let's begin. Number 1. Frankincense. In the temples of ancient Jerusalem, frankincense burned continuously. The priests knew something that took modern science decades to understand. When frankincense resin burns, it releases a compound called incensole acetate that crosses directly into the brain through the olfactory system. A groundbreaking 2008 study published in the Hyssop journal found that incensole acetate activates specific ion channels in the brain that regulate emotions and anxiety. The researchers were studying depression when they stumbled upon this discovery. What they found changed how we understand aromatherapy forever. This compound doesn't just mask anxiety, it rewires the neural pathways that create it. Ancient priests experienced this neurological shift every single day as they performed their sacred duties. They called it communion with the divine. Science calls it targeted neurochemical therapy. But here's what makes frankincense extraordinary. The tree that produces it, Boswellia sacra, grows only in the most hostile desert conditions. The harsher the environment, the more potent the resin becomes. This is why the frankincense from Oman, where trees cling to cliff faces in scorching heat, commands the highest prices today. The wise men didn't bring frankincense to baby Jesus as a random gift. They brought the most powerful anti-anxiety medicine known to the ancient world, and modern extraction methods have made it even more concentrated than what biblical figures had access to. Number 2. Myrrh. While frankincense calmed the mind, myrrh healed what anxiety had already damaged. Ancient Egyptian embalmers used myrrh not just for preservation, but because they understood something profound about this resin's ability to repair tissue at the cellular level. The active compounds in myrrh, called sesquiterpenes, have a unique molecular structure that allows them to cross the blood-brain barrier within minutes. Once there, they don't just reduce anxiety symptoms, they actually repair damage to neurons caused by chronic stress hormones like cortisol. A 2019 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology revealed that myrrh compounds can regenerate damaged brain cells. The researchers tested it on subjects with chronic anxiety disorders and found that myrrh didn't just reduce symptoms, it reversed some of the physical brain changes that chronic anxiety creates. This is why myrrh appears in every major biblical healing narrative. It wasn't symbolic, it was the most advanced neuroprotective medicine available. Ancient healers would combine myrrh with carrier oils and apply it directly to the temples and neck, where it could absorb quickly into the bloodstream. But the real breakthrough came when researchers discovered myrrh's effect on the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the body's primary stress response system. Myrrh essentially teaches this system to stop overreacting to normal life stresses. Number 3. Cedarwood. In Solomon's temple, the walls were lined with cedar. This wasn't just for construction, it was for healing. The volatile compounds released by cedarwood create what modern aromatherapists call a grounding effect. But the ancient builders understood it as divine protection against fear and worry. Cedarwood oil contains a compound called cedrol that has a sedative effect on the nervous system without causing drowsiness. Unlike synthetic anxiety medications that can create dependency, cedrol works by supporting the body's natural ability to regulate stress hormones. Research published in the European Journal of Pain showed that cedrol reduces cortisol levels by up to 53% within just 20 minutes of inhalation. The study participants reported feeling anchored and steady, exactly the words used in biblical texts to describe the cedar's spiritual properties. Ancient kings would burn cedar chips in their chambers before making major decisions. They weren't performing a ritual, they were optimizing their brain chemistry for clear thinking under pressure. The compounds in cedar smoke enhance focus while simultaneously reducing the physical symptoms of anxiety. Here's where modern life has lost something crucial. The cedar oil available today is often processed with harsh chemicals that destroy these delicate compounds. Ancient cedar preparations used only heat and time to extract the oil, preserving all the neurologically active elements that made it so effective. Number 4. Hyssop. David wrote, "Purge me with hyssop and I shall be clean." He wasn't speaking metaphorically. Hyssop contains compounds that literally cleanse the respiratory system while simultaneously calming anxiety, a combination that creates profound relief for panic sufferers who often struggle with breathing. The plant's primary active compound, pinocamphone, has dual action. It opens the airways while activating GABA receptors in the brain, the same receptors targeted by prescription anxiety medications. Ancient healers observed that people who used hyssop regularly rarely suffered from what we now call panic attacks. A fascinating 2020 study in phytotherapy research found that hyssop essential oil reduced anxiety-related breathing difficulties by 67% in test subjects. The researchers noted that participants experienced immediate respiratory relief coupled with sustained calm, a perfect description of how hyssop was used in biblical times. Ancient preparation methods made hyssop even more effective. The plant was typically harvested at dawn when its essential oil concentration peaked, then dried in darkness to preserve its volatile compounds. Modern industrial harvesting and processing destroys many of these delicate molecules, but perhaps most remarkably, hyssop contains natural compounds that enhance the absorption of other oils when used together. This is why it appears alongside frankincense and myrrh in so many ancient formulations. It was the delivery system that made the other oils work faster and more effectively. The convergence is undeniable. Modern neuroscience has confirmed what ancient wisdom always knew. These 4 oils don't just smell pleasant, they actively rewire the brain's response to stress and anxiety. The compounds work through multiple pathways, creating comprehensive relief that synthetic medications struggle to replicate. Start with frankincense if you're new to essential oils for anxiety. Use pure, therapeutic-grade oil and inhale directly from the bottle for 10 deep breaths when anxiety strikes. The effects begin within minutes, but the real transformation happens with consistent daily use. Which of these sacred oils surprised you the most? Share your thoughts below, and if this ancient wisdom resonated with you, subscribe for more forgotten healing knowledge that's being rediscovered by modern science.